I will give you one example what I am expecting from you to chat in this chat box. Like fragile roof, the roof is fragile, which is allowing people, the roof can break and people can, yes, I can see some good examples in our chat box. Working without safety harness, body harness not tied. Even people are wearing body harness, but they are not tying into this anchor point. Very good. No handrails. Yes, the fall protection handrails are not given. 100% tie-in means it is not followed. Basically, you mean to say. No scaffolding or no proper PPE. Good. Floor openings. Good. Scaffolding structure not proper. Very good. Ignorance of safety issues. Not using chin strap. Chin strap will allow you to fall down. It will only protect you from the head injury, we can say, but it will allow you to fall down. Good. Not anchoring at a rigid structure. Yes, as we told that anchoring point should be rigid enough so that it is not allowing people to fall down. Good. Not anchoring at a rigid structure. Good. Uninspected scaffolding platforms. Weather conditions. Very good. Weather condition is one of the important factor to consider, right? Even harness is available, employees don't know how to use and what are their limitations, lack of awareness. Wonderful. Good. I will give you 1 more minute. Let me see what are the other things which is coming up. Body harness is not used properly. Good. Nice. Simultaneous operations. Okay. Sometimes simultaneous operations, which is allowing people to work if there is no proper communication between two groups. Goods anchoring point not correct. Inspection tag of scaffolding. No inspection before wearing. Not enough fall clearance. Safe fall clearance. Good. Wonderful. Now let me go to the next slide to give you some amount of information that what are all the things which is allowing people to fall down. For example, now you can see in this pictures, the first picture you can see there is a floor opening. On top of that, there is only single wooden plank for people to cross one location to other location. Wherever it is very common in a construction facility, people, when they have even construction excavated area, they used to put some single plank boards as an access point to cross one location to other location. Those single plank boards are damaged, unprotected, unsafe. Plank boards, single plank boards, or even multi plank boards, if there is no proper connection, which still allow people to fall down. This is point number one to understand. Point number two, there is openings. The floor openings are there. People don't know that there is a floor opening. They didn't protected that floor opening. There is no barriers, which is allowing people to work. Again, one gentleman who told about the simultaneous operation. If two groups are working in one location, one group would have taken these barriers or would have removed this floor opening for some maintenance work or for some electrical or instrumentation work or any other job which they want to do. And after doing this job or during the job, they didn't closed or they didn't covered back this opening, where other groups who don't know that there was some activity took place, and they can fall down in these openings. And this third picture, you can see the fragile roofs. The roofs are fragile sometimes, which we may not know, which can still allow people, if they go on to top of it, and the weight. So which cannot withstand the weight, the roof floors again, which can allow people to fall down. It can break without, which is, since it is not rigid, so it cannot withstand the weight of the workers. So the people can fall down. And slopes, when people are working on slopes, even on the elevated location, the people working on slopes, again, it will allow people to fall down if they are not proper, if they don't have any proper protections. And on the below, the second row, you can see working on the edges. If there is no proper protection on the edge, the people can fall down. And the second picture on the bottom side, scaffolding structures. We have seen so many comments in our chat box. Unprotected scaffolding, or the scaffolding is not properly constructed. There is no mid-rail or guardrail, even the plank boards, we don't know whether it is adequate. In addition, you can see the people has loaded so many weight on the top of the scaffold, which can cause collapse on the scaffolding. So these are all other parameters which can cause people to fall down from the height. And unprotected ladders, you can see on the picture, sometimes the worker may not have a proper ladders to work, so that they will do such kind of unsafe acts to go to reach the point where they want to go to such elevated platforms, which can cause fall hazard. And the final picture, which is very typical picture, which you can commonly see in some of the construction industry, we used to call in Hindi called jugad. Those kind of activities can cause again hazards. Those kind of engineering practices also our people used to follow to work at height, but which can generate a major hazard while working at height. So these pictures, I believe you'd have understood some of the basic concepts or the areas which can cause hazard or incident to our workers. Why basically we are talking about this particular topic we have selected, as we have mentioned, leading cause of incident in construction industry is taking place because of working at height, and there are so many reasons which can allow people to do or people can fall down from working at height, and these are all some of the examples for our understanding. Now we are moving to the next slide. uh, See, this is some kind of statistics. Maybe the statistics may not be new, but these statistics which can clearly tells you that 36.5% of all deaths in the workplace occurred due to employees falling. What we have seen in the previous slide, which can give you some amount of information that what is allowing people to fall down. And here we can see very clearly that 36%, nearly 36% of all deaths are happening in industry or construction industries is only because of falls. So this is very important because nowadays people are constructing very big, like large skyscraper construction areas, huge buildings, bridges. You can see many bridges are coming up in many working atmospheres, and there are some industries, especially in oil and gas and all, when people are working at structural platforms of more than 100-meter and above. So those are all very critical activities. If those critical activities need to be carried out without proper protection, for sure, there is high probability for incidents to take place, which we should understand before proceeding further to this presentation. So this topic or this presentation is very important for us, and make yourself understand. If you have, if you are preparing some risk assessment or risk registers, usually you used to give high risk for work at height activities because of the nature of activity, and uh, one single fall can cause uh, deaths or serious injuries. Let us move to the next slide. Here, what we would like to say here, what is the employer's responsibility? The employer's responsibility, they should ensure that employees are protected when they are working at height by ensuring that the structures having adequate strength and the structure is reliable for people to work at this elevated platform. This is the responsibility of employers. They should provide safe working environment for their employees. That is employees' responsibility. Now, as safety representatives, you have to work in your working location as an organization, in the organization as an employer responsibility. So you will be sharing most of the responsibilities of employer to ensure that the workers working in your organization are protected or they are working in safe atmospheres. So by keeping that the previous slides in your mind, that these are all the hazards are existing in your facilities, or it could happen in your working atmospheres, and how you are going to protect all those hazards. This is our responsibility to ensure that people are protected, and that we are going to see in coming slides how we are going to give a protection for our employees when they are working in elevated atmospheres.